The agriculture sector in most African countries is a really significant part of the economy. I mean, in Kenya, I think more than 50% of the economy is dependent on agriculture directly and even more indirectly. The AgriFI Kenya Challenge Fund was a 6-year program from 2018 to 2024 with a grant size of around 18 million euros.
AgriFI Challenge Fund was one of its own kind in the Republic of Kenya that was being implemented through companies to get down to the smallholder farmers.
The EU gave a grant to Self-Help Africa, who was the grant manager, and Self-Help Africa did various calls for different companies to apply for to receive grants.
I am happy that the program has been able to work directly and impact around 192,000 smallholder farmers across different value chains.
We formalized the gum Arabic value chain in Kenya. Right now we are working with the collectors in 5 counties in northern Kenya. We collect, buy and come and process in the export processing zone, and we export to the European Union. So what the fund helped us do is we used the resources now to build up the capacity of the collectors, to organize them into groups, and us, we focused on the actual purchase of the gum from them.
Through AgriFI, we've been able to train over 7,000 collectors, of which 60% have been women and youth.
Wakati nilipata hii biashara, nikaanza kuninua. Nikajenga, nikanunua drum ya maji, nikajenga store, so imenisaidia sana.
We partnered with CMS last year, April, and we signed an MOU on AgriFI project, which consists of eco-pulper, metallic drawing tables, solar dryer, tiling of fermentation tanks, and solar power. CMS assisted us in applying for the Rainforest Alliance standard. And when we take our coffee to the mill, it is marked Rainforest Standard certified, and therefore it has got a special market.
With this AgriFI project, we have seen a great improvement in our farmers. There are farmers who had given up on coffee growing. We have seen them come back, and they are doing great in the terms of coffee production, in terms of coffee quality and quantity.
Kuma twamenya uhoro wa mutaratara ucio ri riu kahua reke njuge ni tuteithikite muno tondu ona niko gathomithagia ciana tuonaga riu mbeca tukuhota kurihira ciana cukuru na nikio turekirira kio urimi-ini ucio tondu ni tuona riu ni turateithika. Hapo mwanzo kulikuwa hakuna hiyo kampuni. Tulikuwa nazi zetu sisi tunauza tu rejareja na hawa mabroka hawa.
They were not getting fair prices for their produce. They weren't getting a consistent market as well. And that was the biggest challenge. So Kentis coming in, we more or less had to build the entire value chain. We had to start working with the farmers for them to understand their produce, for them to understand quality, for them to understand even the value of what they have.
Nazi zetu kule tunauza na wanakuja kutuelimisha vile mnazi unakaa.
So the intention of the Challenge Fund was to give Kentis a couple of things. The first was production capacity, so to help us invest in the machinery that we needed to get our product not only for the local market but the international market as well.
Since the start of this program, initially we started with 1,400 farmers. And we've grown our farmer base to around 4,200 farmers currently.
The second thing was to invest in the farmers, so the training of farmers, getting them to be climate resilient, or the trees to be climate resilient, teaching good agricultural practices and organic where possible, just so that we can get the produce that we needed.
Wakati nilipanda maembe tukakuwa na changamoto ya market. Nilikuwa nikivuna maembe nyingi na nyingine yote inaoza kwa shamba. Hiyo wakati fati imeingia, hiyo changamoto ya sales ikafungua sana, kwa sababu ananunua maembe kutoka kwa shamba na wakulima, na through the cooperative ananunua maembe kwa bei mzuri.
That limited business model is hedged on sourcing our raw materials from smallholder farmers. Smallholder farmers in Kenya do not belong to the formal economy. So our responsibility is that to organize the farmers into commercial groups, deliver trainings to them so that they are able to produce and at the same time comply with the international food safety standards.
So we actually had to come up with a working model that ensures us as VAT get fresh fruits, good quality fruits without delays, and also the farmers are able to eliminate harvest and post-harvest losses.
Initially, cotton was a forgotten crop because of various reasons. And one of the major reasons why farmers decided not to grow cotton is delayed payment. But with the coming up of RVP, cotton growing has been seriously rejuvenated. And the farmers are speaking of the yields from 300 kilograms per acre to 1,000 kilograms per acre.
RVP osakonyo ngima kichen gi jopuonj mabiro puonjowa kaka nego watim pamba. Omiyowa yath, omiyowa kodhi.
In 2020, Rift Valley Products attained a matching grant facility from AgriFI, whereby the partners jointly invested in cotton production and promotion under a blended finance model in 4 counties in Western Kenya, as well as in Keria Valley, Baringo County.
The standard of living of farmers who grow cotton has increased tremendously. That is what has encouraged so many people to plant cotton.
Habari zenu wakulima.
There are several challenges that face smallholder farmers in Kenya and many parts of the world. One of them is that the technical knowledge of the production. The other challenge is the capacity to mobilize resources. And then there is the challenge of compliance for the market.
Sasa kupatana BioFarm kutoka 2021. BioFarm mimi imenisaidia sana kama mkulima, kwa maana soko wananunulia matunda vizuri, na mpaka sasa hivi tunafurahia juu wameanzia ile mtandao yao ya mafuta.
We collect everything from the farms, and we also take the rejects for value addition that we use here for oil production.
At that time, we were working with about less than 1,000 farmers, and with the partnership with the Challenge Fund, we were able to increase our farmer in the supply chain to 6,000 farmers.
So the project has created a lot of sustainability structures within the companies and also in terms of their relationship with the value chain actors.
In Kenya, the agriculture sector does bring a lot of wealth into the country and a significant contribution to jobs and GDP. And I think the future is something like the model of Self-Help Africa, in the sense that farmers should be better connected to the markets via a functional private sector, well-functioning companies that can help the farmers to achieve the levels of produce that are needed. I think Kenya is a great example of this, but that's how I see the future as well.